you're obviously in your 20s. Your friends are getting married, having babies, parties, drinking, going out. How disciplined did you have to be over the last 6 years with like yourself knowing that you had to get up and do a 6-hour bike ride in the morning, or knowing, did you ever have those days where you allowed yourself to like kind of let loose or like do anything? And then did you regret it? Or like, I'm just curious because you're in your 20s. Like a lot of people like enjoy going out. They enjoy partying. They enjoy stuff like that. So I'm just curious about that dynamic.
Not me and Carly, but other 20-something.
A normal 20-something.
A normal 20-something.
That's not in bed by 8 p.m. every night. So.
Yeah, I think it like everything in moderation and like balance is key for sure. I definitely like to go out and like have fun and like Sunday fun days and I'm so into those things, but it's definitely a balance. If there's like a work happy hour and everyone's going out, like and I know I have to wake up and ride my bike in the morning. I'm probably having like 1 glass of wine instead of 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I was really flexible and my coach was great. Just being able to work with like the schedule. Like if I had a bachelorette party and I was leaving on Friday, I would move around my schedule so I could get my long ride and runs in like earlier in the week. And, I rather wake up really early and get things done in the morning. So I have all day to do fun things later.
Yeah, the same way.
But you won't find me like out to the bars till 2 a.m.
No.
Knowing that I have, like, that's just not me anyway.
Same.
If I wasn't training. So yeah, I think balance is key. There's definitely like room to do both.
For sure.
But there's
I
definitely
didn't know if you like were super strict, like I'm not drinking, I'm not doing this because my body needs to be primed, like, but I love that answer because that is literally what our entire podcast is about. Like balance is key. You can work hard, you can play hard, you can get both done and like be successful.
For sure.
So someone said, what's your favorite and least favorite to do out of the run, swim, or bike?
Oh, this is really hard. So my least favorite is swimming. I think just because I've been doing it for so long, there's nothing worse than like waking up in the morning and knowing you have to jump in a cold pool. And I still hate that. So yes, it's like not super hard when I'm in the water, but just the getting out the door part for swimming is hard.
I'm so impressed that you train. Like
it's like PTSD.
The idea of having someone to tell me, be like, all right, you have to go train in a pool. I'd be like, I will not be. It's unreal.
Yeah, swimming's tough, especially, I mean, you guys know, it's like, I can't even imagine doing the swim set anymore.
Nope.
It's just a pain.
No.
So yeah, swimming's probably my least favorite. When I feel good and like no injuries or like niggles, running is definitely my favorite. I don't think there's like anything better than that runner's high and just like that feeling when you just feel good on a run.
Right.
Yeah.
Like nothing compares to that, but it definitely doesn't happen all the time.
No,
unfortunately.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Maddie's been working on her running. We're really proud.
I still haven't hit the runner's high yet. I don't know what that's like yet.
You'll get it one day.
I just gasp for air the entire time.
Running also takes so much practice.
So much.
So that's hard.
Yeah.
It really does. But you've been practicing a lot and I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
Someone said if you could pick what order, what would it be? Like what would be best? If your like personal preference, if you could pick.
Yeah, I think the way
it is.
Triathlon works is probably the way I would choose, just because, I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know this. So swim is first for safety reasons. Like you don't want tired people swimming. But yeah, I just think it makes sense too.
It does. But I would want run, swim, bike.
It'd be nice to like be refreshed in the middle of that.
Yeah.
I get that, but also your legs.
I see it as like a shakeout swim.
No.
You know what I mean? Like you run, you get like the hardest part over with, because running for me would be the hardest part.
Yeah.
I think my legs would not agree with me hopping into a pool after a marathon.
But you can pull.
My legs would just sink.
Yeah.
But like a toe cramp in the water would be miserable.
That's
Horrible.
true. And we don't know any of those conditions because we have not even done anything close to a triathlon.
No.
So, someone said, how do you balance training and not get injured?
Yeah, that's honestly really hard. And right after college, once I was done swimming, it was like my first year post grad, and I like had gotten really into running before triathlon. I did a half marathon and was just running an insane amount because I that's all I knew how to do really,
Yeah.
exercise wise, outside of the pool. And so I ran a half marathon, and then I got my first like true injury, and I had a stress fracture in my femoral head, so where your hip and your femur meet.
Ow.
And it is the most painful injury ever. You can't like walk, or you're not supposed to put weight on it for like 2 months, and you definitely can't run for like 6. So it's super painful. I was so depressed. I started like aqua jogging. I did not know what to do. But ever since then, I've been super cautious of just taking care of myself. So doing a ton of prehab, so much stretch.
Everyone listen up.
Yoga is great cross training. So I would do whatever I could to never get injured again. And of course, those like little things come up, like, oh, my knee hurts today. Like I would ice it or like take a day off. And I just think being super honest with yourself and with your body and just listening to those little things, like if your foot hurts or your knee hurts, like take a week off from running. It's not going to kill you, but an injury could keep you out for way longer. So
wow,
I just got really good at listening to my body and, you know, communicating with my coach too.